What's going on, guys? My name is Upside, and I'm here to record some Fallout New Vegas. This is going to be a long ass game, so uh, I'm going to split these up in parts because you know how YouTube is. They won't let us upload, more than 15 minutes. If I was a partner, that would have been nice. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start a new game here. So let's go ahead and get this started.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
Well,
Why
I'm
don't you just
sorry. I'm
relax
trying
a
to wake
second?
up.
Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I think I can. Let's see what I'm gonna name him. Let's name him. I don't know. Let's go with Ben. I don't care. Some random, common name.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now,
Thank you
I
for
hope
having
you
me.
don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Oh sure. I'll just go right in my brain and get the little pieces of lead that
How'd
you
I do?
forgot, huh? I'm not sure about the facial hair. Honestly, they have way more facial hair than they do regular hair. Like, there's so many beards and mustaches to go through. It's like, do you expect us to play through this game over 30 times just to pick a mustache? Either that or, they still have like the barbershop on here where you can, adjust your beard. Kind of like on Fallout 3 when you get your house in Megaton. You have your own little butler robot. He'll give you a haircut every now and then. So I don't know what I want to select. I think the last one that I usually got was just a regular goatee. They have some pretty funny beards on here, like Revolver Ocelot or something. The Dead Man's Hand. Ombre. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and select the standard beard. Get something nice, Yeah. Nah, I don't like that. Oh, the gunslinger. Look at that. The name's Revolver Ocelot. Oh, the rough beard. He looks like he had it rough. Wow, the survivalist. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and select the rough beard. I think I should be good with that. Kind of reminds me of me, you know?
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
Don't you touch me with
Let's
your
see if
dirty
we can get you
hands.
on your feet.
Get your hands off me.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
I'm just gonna walk just like this. I should walk like this through the entire
Looking
game.
good so
You
far.
know how long that'll take.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Okay. So let's see. This is where I can upgrade my specials points. Since I'm not gonna be doing hardcore mode, I think I'm just gonna select 6 for my strength because without hardcore mode, you won't have to worry about carrying bullets, which really takes up a lot of weight, especially the I think it was either the plasma bullets or ones for the laser rifles. They take up a lot of weight. And I was so glad once I completed hardcore mode because it was so stressful. Always having to constantly check my weight. Perception, I'll leave that at a 5. Endurance, I'm gonna add that to a 6. Charisma is probably one of the most important things on this game because there's going to be a lot of story altering dialogue where speech is required. So I'm gonna add 6 on my intelligence because I'm really gonna need my repair skills and medicine skills. Agility, I'm gonna add that to a 6 because I really like a fast character. I don't really care too much about luck. I'm not really too much of a luck person, so let's see. Everything is at a 6 except for perception and luck, so that seems about fine to me. Even though perception will come in handy when I'm using my VATS system, but I can always upgrade that through intense training.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
I don't like the way he talks to me. He kind of creeps me out. Why don't you have a seat over here on my couch?
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Newspaper.
House.
Demolish.
Night.
Night. Silencer. Yes.
Bandit.
Stab? No, vaporize. That sounds like a very...
Light.
Inspiration.
Mother.
Mother? Human shield. Nah. Tattle.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I have no opinion for that one.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I kind of disagree with that one.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. Yeah.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
No. Derp. No.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Oh, hell yeah. Call of Duty style.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Angry two-headed ant. It kind of does look like that if you look closely.
Okay. How about this one?
Looks like the sword from Fable. Fable 2. That, and I guess I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like.
Last one.
I'm gonna say a bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Kinda got it right. Almost there. One of the 3 main traits that I like to select, or the skills rather, is my speech, sneak, and I'm gonna have to go with my lockpick. Because sneaking on here can be really important when you're traveling through the wasteland, especially when you're gonna have to fight monsters that you don't want to have to fight. You would rather just walk past some enemies like the Death Claws rather than just go head on with them, no matter what level you are, unless you really have a good weapons list or you're very tactical. Some creatures are just worth leaving alone.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
What is
I
that?
got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Yeah, right. You got me signing some waiver. Now, the traits, I didn't really care too much for the traits, simply because it's always a give and take method. When I was first looking through these traits, I'm like, wow, that sounds cool. And then you look at the last paragraph, it's like, what? You're gonna take this away from me? I think the worst one that I saw was small frame. It's like, due to your small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. That is a terrible idea if you're playing on hardcore mode, because when you get crippled, you have to either get a doctor's bag or you have to talk to a doctor to get your your limbs healed. And that wasn't going to help me at all. I don't want to get easily crippled for the sake of +1 agility. But I think two of the best ones that I liked was heavy-handed, because in the end I don't really care about critical hit damage. I don't really use melee that much anyway. And I think Wild Wasteland, because you really do see some bizarre creatures in the wasteland if you select this trait. Plus, it doesn't have a give and take like all the other traits. More like a bonus or a little Easter egg or something. I don't know.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Tell me what to do. Aw, come on. We can walk a little faster. You don't always have to play like the movies. You can run. Come on, hurry up. See, I'm doing it.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one.
Oh, really?
Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Alright, well, thanks a lot, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave.
Metal fella.
Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Oh yeah, that's the most common thing to say. Please, try not to die anymore. I'm tired of reviving you. Anyways, before you start the game, they always ask you if you want to start on hardcore mode. And I don't mind hardcore mode, but it was just annoying having to take care of your character so much. It's like having a Tamagotchi pet all over again. Like, you have to make sure he eats, you have to make sure he goes to sleep, you have to make sure he gets water, keep as many doctor's bags as you want to make sure your limbs are healed. It was more of an annoyance, and I couldn't really enjoy the game like I wanted to, because I was so worried about making sure that my character was fine. But for those who don't believe me, I actually do have the hardcore achievement, and I'm glad, because as soon as I got the achievement, I immediately turned it off. But I mean, it's a nice add-on for those who really want to challenge themselves, and I love Fallout, so I like to challenge myself. Ain't that a kick in the head?